Can Congress pass a law that says cities are no longer able to participate in zoning? We're going to take it over at the federal level because we don't have enough houses. Would that be constitutional?
Senator Kennedy, I don't believe it would be.
Why not?
I believe that's the sort of thing that the Constitution has, not given Congress the authority under Article 1 to do that. And in fact,
Why not? On what basis?
in our system of federalism, those things that are not set forth in the Constitution are reserved to the states. And zoning is one of those quintessential public health, safety, welfare matters that we reserve to local government to resolve. And so I don't believe it would be permissible for this body to attempt to codify something in that regard.
So local government would win in that instance.
That is my understanding.
Okay, suppose local government came back and said, not only now that we've won, we have jurisdiction over our own zoning and our own housing laws. If you want to build a new house in our city, the permit is now $50,000. Can they do that?
Senator, essentially, I think the same analysis applies. I think that the local government would have the ability to establish that, and I don't think Congress could overrule it, and I think they would have the inherent authority to do so.
Why isn't that a taking under the United States Constitution and the Fifth Amendment?
Senator, that would be a whole different analysis, but I don't believe—
Same analysis. We just established they have the right to zone as they wish and to regulate local housing. They're doing it. They're saying $50,000 to get a building permit. You're telling me that's constitutional?
Senator, I believe it would be. I think that they could establish that they need, in order to engage in the permitting process and go through what they need to do as a local government. I doubt very much whether that would be a violation under a compensable taking under the Fifth Amendment.
You familiar with Sheets v. County of El Dorado?
Senator, no, I'm not. That is not something that I've encountered in my practice.
The Supreme Court struck down a $23,420 fee for a permit to build a home.
I was not familiar with that precedent, Senator. I'll make sure.
And some local government, which has wide discretion when exercising its police power, at some point their actions can step over the line, can they not?
That is true, Senator.
And violate what? The takings clause?
In this case, I'm not familiar with if Sheets was based upon the Fifth Amendment or if there was some other analysis, but—
It was Fifth Amendment.
Okay.
Y'all hungry? I am.
Yes, Senator.
Okay. All right. Gentlemen, thank you. Thanks to all the nominees today. Written questions for the record may be submitted until August 6th at 5 o'clock. We would ask you to respond promptly. This hearing is adjourned.